Hey, a friend of mine came to me just this morning with a problem. I helped him about 2.5 years ago to configure some scripts in a GitHub repository, of his GitHub repository, in order to make it possible for him to compile some documentation. Long story short, he forgot how to use those scripts. And now he's coming to me just this morning and asking me to explain him again how those scripts are supposed to be used. And he's saying, like, can you spend like half an hour of your time and tell me again, because you trained me before. And now he needs that explanation once again. And what do I think about that? I think that I made a huge mistake 2.5 years ago, that I didn't write the documentation, didn't write the tutorial for that I did train him. That was my mistake. And I should never do that. That's what I learned just this morning. So when I need to train somebody, when I need to teach somebody, I have to stop and say myself that you're doing something wrong. You shouldn't do that. If you need to train somebody, if you need to deliver the knowledge verbally, informally, then this is going to be a problem for the future. Instead, improve the documentation. Make sure that they will be able to get that knowledge without you, without me in the future. Just getting the information from the documentation. So instead of teaching that person, instead of helping that person, I should get back and improve the documentation. That's my rule number one for dealing with people who work with me. That's very important. And I'm suggesting you doing the same. Every time you see the necessity to help somebody informally, verbally, that's the moment you're going to waste your time. And you're going to do a really bad favor for the project, because you're going to waste resources. In my case, of course, it's just my personal time, but still it's a valuable resource for me. So think about that and never help anybody. I even wrote a blog post a few years ago. It's called It's Not a School, meaning that the project is not a place where we train people. We don't deliver knowledge. We don't help people to become smarter, to know more about what's going on. We improve the documentation. We improve the knowledge base, which will be helpful enough for anybody to understand how to work with the project, how to work with the code base. So a simple recommendation to all of you: don't train anyone, don't help anyone, improve the documentation. That's how you're going to help yourself, the project, and the people who are looking for help. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.